They told you healing required machines. They told you to wait for diagnoses, for pills, for permission. But what if your hands right now held a power you've forgotten? Not metaphor, not placebo, real, measurable, energetic force. Because across every ancient civilization, Egyptian, Vedic, Taoist, Mayan, there was one common belief. The human hand can transmit healing energy. They weren't guessing. They were observing something repeatable. In Sanskrit, it's called prana mudra. In Taoism, chi projection. In early Christian texts, laying on of hands. Even in modern science, terms like biofield and electromagnetic emission are beginning to catch up. But somewhere along the way, we stopped trusting our bodies. We outsourced healing. We forgot that the skin isn't just touch, it's transmission. Look at your palm. It's not just skin and nerves, it's a gateway. There are over 3,000 nerve endings in the palm, more than almost anywhere else in the body. Your hands are neurologically wired for energy transfer. They're connected to your heart, your brain, and your gut. And here's what modern sensors have shown. When you focus attention in your hand, especially with emotion like love or compassion, the electromagnetic field around the hand amplifies. It's measurable. HeartMath Institute, for example, recorded significant EMF shifts from trained practitioners simply by projecting intention through their hands. Kirlian photography, despite controversy, has captured energy patterns emanating from fingertips. Even EEG and ECG devices have registered resonance changes during intentional energy healing. But the ancients didn't need machines. They felt it, because this isn't new. It's remembered. So, why don't we use it? Because we've been conditioned to believe that if we can't see something, it isn't real. But frequency doesn't care about visibility. Gravity, Wi-Fi, thought, breath, they're all invisible. Yet they all move us. Healing energy is the same, subtle, precise, real. And your hands? They're already wired to use it. In the next part, we'll unlock the first of the 5 powerful steps: how to activate your palm chakras, feel your own biofield, and begin transmitting energy with precision. But before we go there, ask yourself, what if every time you reached for your phone, your hand could have been used to heal instead? Step 1. Activate your hand's bioenergy field. Before you can heal, you must feel. The first step is not technique, it's not intention, it's activation, awakening the dormant circuitry in your hands so they stop being passive and start transmitting. Here's how to begin. 1.1. Rub and wake. Sit in stillness. Rub your palms together, firmly, quickly, for 30 seconds. This isn't just warming up. You're stimulating nerve endings, increasing blood flow, and charging your field. As you rub, breathe slowly. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Focus on the center of each palm. The rubbing activates your palmar chakras, minor energy centers tied to heart and solar plexus energies. Now stop. Pull your hands apart, gently. Hold them 6 inches apart, facing each other. Close your eyes. Breathe. Can you feel it? A tingle, a magnetic pull, maybe a heat or coolness between the palms. This is your biofield, the natural electromagnetic emission from your body. You're not imagining it. Move your hands closer, then farther apart. Slowly. Notice the change in resistance. For some, it feels like a ball. For others, like pushing through invisible water. This is the field you'll use for healing. And here's the key. The more attention you give it, the stronger it gets. Thought amplifies field. Emotion shapes it. Breath delivers it. But don't force it. The biofield doesn't respond to effort. It responds to presence. So instead of trying to feel it, just observe it. Like tuning into a frequency. Quiet, curious, aware. Now take it deeper. 1.2. Pulse focus. Bring both palms close to your chest, one over the other, not touching. Imagine a golden light pulsing in the space between them. With each breath, see it grow, brighter, steadier. Say quietly, I awaken the healer in my hands. Repeat it, not as a mantra, but as a command. You're not asking, you're activating, because your hands aren't just flesh. They are conduits for emotion, for energy, for intention. The activation phase is about tuning the tool. In the next part, we move to step 2, channeling this energy, not just between hands, but into another body or your own. So it begins doing what it was always meant to do: restore, rebalance, and release. But for now, notice one thing. You didn't create this energy. You simply stopped ignoring it. Step 2. Channel the energy inward or outward. Now that your hands are activated, it's time to direct the energy. Healing isn't about force. It's about flow. Energy follows awareness. So wherever your focus goes, your energy flows. Here's how to begin channeling. 2.1. Self-healing. Place your dominant hand over any part of your body that feels tense, sore, or disconnected. Don't press, just rest. Bring all attention to the contact point. Breathe slowly. On each inhale, imagine golden energy building in your palm. On each exhale, visualize that energy melting into your body. Don't try to fix, just allow. Your body knows what to do. Your hand is just the bridge. You may feel heat, vibration, tingling, or nothing at all. Trust the process. Even subtle intention shifts your field. Stay for 5 to 7 minutes. Then place the other hand and repeat. Healing begins with self. Before you offer energy to others, you must become a clear vessel. Step 3. Clear energy blocks. Sometimes pain isn't physical, it's energetic stagnation. To release it, you don't need to diagnose. You need to sense density. Here's a simple way. Hold one hand 2 to 3 inches above your forearm or thigh. Move slowly, like scanning with a metal detector. Notice, where do you feel heat spike? Where does it feel colder or heavier? Where does the field feel off? That's your signal. Now, use your palm like an energetic comb. Sweep over the dense area, slow, deliberate, steady. Imagine pulling static out of your body. On the exhale, flick your hand outward, like shaking off water. Repeat 7 to 10 times until the field feels smoother. You're not imagining. You're tuning your field. And over time, your sensitivity sharpens. You'll begin sensing energy patterns, not just in your body, but in people, spaces, even words. Because healing with your hands trains more than your palms. It trains your presence. You begin walking differently, listening differently, touching with awareness. And that's where your true gift begins to bloom. If this is resonating with you, if you're starting to realize your body was never just biological, but energetically intelligent, subscribe. Hit the bell, not just for more teachings, but to stay tuned to yourself. This journey is about reactivating what you were born with. In the next part, we'll move into step 4, using intention to program your healing energy, and how emotions amplify, distort, or purify the signal. Step 4, program the energy with intention. Energy on its own is raw. It's potential, but what gives it direction is intention. You are not just a transmitter. You are a programmer. Think of your healing energy like a beam of light. On its own, it's powerful. But when you focus it through a lens, intention, it becomes precise. Here's the truth most healers learn the hard way. It's not just what you do with your hands. It's what you hold in your mind and heart while doing it. So how do you program energy? 4.1. Choose a clear intent. Before placing your hands, ask yourself, what do I want this energy to do? What emotion do I want to carry through my touch? What vibration am I offering? Love, calm, release, trust? State it inwardly, clearly, confidently. With this touch, I bring peace. This energy restores balance to the lungs. I hold space for release and renewal. You're not making affirmations. You're giving the energy a destination. And your nervous system listens. When your thoughts, emotions, and breath align, your body becomes a clean channel. This is where science meets spirit. Studies show that intention alters heart rate variability, brain coherence, and electromagnetic output of the body. And that coherent signal, transmitted through your hand, entrains the receiver's field. Meaning, you don't fix them. You invite their body to remember how to heal itself. But there's a catch. 4.2. Purify the signal. If your own field is chaotic, full of anxiety, resentment, or fear, your energy transmits that too. So, before you offer healing, check in. Am I calm or rushing? Am I holding tension in my shoulders or breath? Do I genuinely wish to help or prove something? There is no shame here, only awareness. Because the clearest healing comes when the ego steps aside and the heart leads. Emotion amplifies frequency. Love increases coherence. Gratitude increases conductivity. So when you place your hands, do so not as a healer, but as a witness to wholeness. You're not fixing, you're reminding. You're holding space, not pushing force. In the next part, we'll move into step 5. How to close a healing session properly, seal your energy field, and avoid absorbing energy from others. But for now, pause and ask, what do your hands carry when no one's watching? Step 5. Close the healing session and reset your field. When healing ends, your work isn't done. What you do after a session is just as important as what you do during. Because healing opens portals, energy moves, and if you don't close the field, yours or theirs, you risk leaks, depletion, or absorption. A true healer learns not just how to give energy, but how to seal it. Here's how to finish strong. 5.1. Withdraw the energy. Once you feel the session is complete, whether for yourself or someone else, gently lift your hands a few inches away. Breathe deeply. Feel the residual charge in your palms. Then visualize the energy stream slowly retracting, like light gently pulling back into your chest. Say silently, "The healing is complete. The energy returns." This isn't superstition. It's energetic hygiene. It tells your nervous system, your field, and the recipient's body, we're done. Integration begins now. 5.2. Close the aura. Raise your dominant hand. Trace an arc over your body, or theirs, from crown to feet, like gently brushing away dust. Do it 3 times, slow, clean, steady. This motion helps reset the auric boundary. It signals the energy body to recontain itself. Then, bring your hands to your own heart center. Hold, breathe, anchor. This step grounds you. It tells your system you are home. 5.3. Cleanse and release. Immediately after a session, cleanse your hands. Cold water, salt water, or even shaking them out sharply, like flicking water off your fingers. This releases residual charge and prevents carryover. Optional but powerful. Burn a little sage, Palo Santo, or incense. Let the smoke drift over your palms. Imagine it lifting away anything that's not yours. And one final move. Sit still. No music. No scrolling. Just silence. Let your system integrate. Because after you transmit healing, especially deep emotional energy, there's always a brief window where your field is more open. Use that window not for distraction, but for presence. You'll recover faster, you'll grow sharper, and you'll walk away with more than you gave. In the final part, we'll pull all 5 steps together, reminding you that healing isn't just about fixing. It's about remembering what you've always carried. And I'll leave you with a question, one you'll feel in your fingers long after this video ends. You've remembered what most forget. That healing isn't something you seek outside. It's something your body always knew how to do. You've taken the 5 steps. 1. Activated your hands. reawakening the electric life pulsing beneath your palms. 2. Felt your own energy field, not as a belief, but as sensation. 3. Directed energy with presence into yourself or others, not by force, but by flow. 4. Programmed your intention, using clarity and emotion as fuel. 5. Close the session with awareness, sealing the field, cleansing the space, and honoring the silence. And now you know something most never will. Your hands are not passive, they are portals. You touch a shoulder, you hold a loved one, you place your palm on your own heart when no one is watching. That's not comfort, that's transmission. And the more you practice, the stronger it gets. Your hands begin to buzz before you even lift them. People around you start saying, "I feel calmer when you're near." Plants respond. Pets come closer. You stop trying to be a healer because you're being one. This is what the mystics meant when they said, "You carry the spark of the divine in your fingertips." And it's not just for healing pain. Your touch can balance your nervous system, dissolve emotional knots, boost your immune response, calm a racing heart, bring someone out of panic, anchor a child's breath, or simply remind someone that they are not alone. The more coherent your energy becomes, the more naturally it spreads. That's why this practice doesn't end when the video ends. It begins every time you pause, every time you breathe, every time you choose presence over performance. And now, one final question. If your hands had always held the power to heal, then what else have you been carrying all your life without ever using it?